Fly me to Mars. Ooh, I wanna know life on the moon. Wanna see the stars. Yeah, the freckle in your eyes, your boy is so filled with charm. Fly me to Mars. You've got so many scars. I'm wondering just who you are. Got so many fears. I'm wondering why you aren't here. And when did it break? When did it shatter away, disintegrate? When did it break?
Show. It is some good weather today. Finally, it kind of got warmed up a little bit. So tell us about your gym and where it's located. My new favorite town.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come and check it out. I own Hanford Cali Fitness. It's in Hanford, and it's off of the 198. And we are a boot camp, kickboxing studio that does a little bit of everything.
So kickboxing is a big thing that's there?
Yeah.
Because we don't have a lot of kickboxing places around here.
We do some kickboxing. We do weightlifting, cardio, battle ropes, TRX. It's a different workout every single day. And we have modified sessions for people that want lower impact.
So you have trainers. Do you have classes as well, or
We have 9 sessions a day, and we're open 6 days a week.
9 classes a day. So then people can do that, or they can get a personal trainer.
Well, we do one-on-ones sometimes, but we really don't do
It's more of a group.
one-on-one. It's a group, small group. So
fun.
we have anywhere between 3 and sometimes 15 people. It's a pretty big place, and the trainers there on site. They demonstrate all the exercises. They walk around and make sure that you have the correct form and you're not hurting yourself.
That's so important. So you're really hands-on.
We're really hands-on, and we sometimes work out with our clients. If it's a pretty small group, we'll work out with you.
That's great, because one of my biggest, complaints I get working at GB3, being a trainer there, people are always like, I want to do that, but I don't know how to do it. No one has ever shown me how to use that machine. There's a lot of machines, and so I feel bad because there's all these great machines that aren't being used because people just don't know how to use them, and they're always afraid they're going to look awkward using it. So
I think that's the biggest part. We get a lot of guys at our place that feel uncomfortable going to a regular gym, so they'll come either with their wives or they'll come in the mornings, and it's been really successful. We've been there for 5 years, and the way our workouts are designed, they're designed to help you to lose weight. I mean, that's how we started. It was a weight loss program. We include meal plans and all that, but we help you to lose weight, and then we help you to build lean muscle. It's not a big bulk muscle building gym. It's for lean muscle. So
that's what the average person wants. We're all trying to be bodybuilders. So that's perfect.
Yeah, it's the HIIT training, the high intensity interval training. And so it's a different workout. We combine the cardio with the weightlifting at the same time. And so you're doing really fast exercises and also pressing some weights. So
how long have you been in the fitness industry, and what inspired you to open up your own gym? Because I know that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
And I don't envy you.
I lived in Modesto for 25 years. I worked at a school, and I always went to the gym, and I always enjoyed exercising. But I was getting kind of burnt out on that whole thing, and I just started looking into, at the time it was a franchise that I was going and working out at.
Right.
It was a franchise, and I really liked the model, so I looked into it and spoke to the owner and started going there, and thought, I could do this. I've been exercising all my life, playing tennis, playing baseball, basketball. So I thought I would look into it, and I got certified, and pretty much quit my job, moved out of town, sold my house, looked for a warehouse, found a warehouse, got started, and when we first started
5 years ago.
5 years ago, I didn't know anybody, and so I basically every day at 4 o'clock, because I figured people get off at 3, 4. I didn't want to have a ton of people at too much in the beginning because I was scared I'd be overwhelmed. So every day at 4 o'clock, I would offer a free session.
Smart.
And one person showed, then maybe 3, and then maybe 10, and pretty soon we had a lot of people. So I
Right.
had to add a few more free sessions. So I did that for the first 2 months, and we had about 80 people that were coming every week. And I thought, okay, I'm going to start adding sessions in and create these memberships, which is what I did. We had a big grand opening, and people came, and we still have, it's been 5 years, and we still have a lot of the same people that came that very first
That is
day.
so exciting.
It's like a family. It's truly, truly a family. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
This is why I wish I lived in. I might come out there when you open again. You know.
Oh, you should.
What's the membership
We should do
like?
one of these over there. Bring your green room.
Oh, I would love that.
With you.
I know, and when everything opens again, I want to definitely do some stuff like that. How much are the memberships?
Well, they started out quite expensive, and then that was when I was with the franchise, and then they raised their rates this past January, and so I stepped away and created our own. I don't want to mention the name of the franchise, but
Okay, that's fine.
created our own and just renamed it and repainted and got new signage and became our own gym.
So that just happened this year.
That just happened this year, yeah, and it's been really good, and now we can lower our rates because now a typical rate would be $127 a month if you're only going to come like a month here or a month there, but if you can commit to 6 months, then it's $97 a month. And that includes everything. You get your meal plans, you get your measurements every month, you get your before and after pictures
That's
every
actually really good.
3
to
months.
Include all of that. That's very cheap.
all your meal plans, fitness tests, all of it. And I give my clients 3 months worth of meal plans right off the bat. So it's
Are
based
they-
on their numbers.
How are they with that? Every time I've done a diet, it's not my forte because no one ever listens to me
You know,
when it comes to that.
I don't know if they follow them or not, but they're really easy to follow.
Because you can
They're-
tell by the results, so can't you tell? When
I can
they're
tell
not?
by the results, and I can tell who's cheating and who's not, and who's really sticking to it. And we've done a few challenges, and there's been, I mean, in 6 weeks, which is not much. That's 2 months,
That's
right?
not much at all,
well,
yeah.
not even 2 months. We've had a lot of people that have just dropped a lot of weight, and you know who's determined and who just comes to be physically fit. We have people that already walk in that are physically fit.
Yeah, and they just want to work out.
They just want to work out. And then we have people that are there because they need help. They don't know what to do, and they don't want to think about it. They don't want to go to the gym and go, okay, I need to do this many sets, this many reps. What am I, back or buys today? What am I doing? They want to come in, you tell them what to do, they do it, and then they go home.
So why'd you create this in Hanford? You said you didn't know anybody anymore. Why did you just say Hanford was the place?
Well, I mean, I my partner lives in Hanford, but
Okay.
I lived in Modesto, but there was already a couple of
It's already been done.
franchise that I used to belong to in Modesto, and so I looked around at the closest towns, and since I had family here, I thought, well, let me look around in Hanford. It's small enough, but it's big enough to support all the gyms that are there, and there's enough to go around. And
How
so,
many gyms are in Hanford?
I don't know, maybe
I was
5
gonna
or
say you'd have to
6.
know. There's not-
I
there
don't.
couldn't be
I know a
that
couple of the
many.
big box gyms, and then I think there's maybe 2 small, studios. And
So you're like one of the bigger.
I'm pretty well. There's one it's a bigger facility, but they have machines. I don't do machines. We do free weights, battle ropes, smash balls,
Well, that's
kettlebells,
the real workout.
outside running with the parachute
That is
on.
definitely the real
you know,
workout. I tell people all
it's
the
the
time,
real
that's
workout.
better than,
It's the real workout, and it's different every single day. We have.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we've put together, I think we're on number 52 weeks. So that means every day of that week it's different. So we have 52 complete different weeks of routines.
Wow.
And you can do a lot of things with the same equipment. You just change it up. We focus on a body part, but it's full body. We may focus on legs, like today was leg day, but you're using your full body to do these exercises.
And yeah, that's where the real weight loss comes
Yeah.
from, is doing that.
Yeah, and we post on our Facebook page all the time some of our workouts. Since this whole quarantine thing happened, we created a Facebook group that anybody can go to. And
I want to be in the group.
We
I've been
are.
watching
I'll
stuff
add
on
you to the
Instagram.
group.
The
Okay.
Instagram stuff, I've been watching the videos, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. Like,
I'll add you to the group.
and I'm
because,
so happy that you're doing this right now. Like I said, I mean, you're what we need to survive during this
Well,
time.
you got to be healthy, because even myself, I go home at night and I'm like, I just want to sit down, crack a beer or a glass of wine and watch television. I mean, you don't want to do
That's
anything.
what
You're
we wanna
trapped.
do, yeah.
So, I mean, it's good. And we do a different video from the gym. One trainer will come in to work out with me because we don't want to have a lot of us in there because of the quarantine.
Yeah, that's smart.
And so we all take turns. They come in, we videotape a 35-minute workout, and I email it to every client. I put it on the Facebook group, and it's there for, you can work out with us. We got the timer, you just follow along and do it. So
How
it's good.
inspiring and motivating that is. How fun.
It is fun.
So I'm so sorry because you just started this year. There's like your own business, not the franchise, and then this hits the quarantine. I know you have a great attitude, but tell me a little bit about what that had to be like.
Well, I freaked out the first hour that we were told that Thursday night that we had to shut down, and I really was panicking, thinking I'm going to lose my business. And everybody's, I mean, our clients are so loyal, and so I'm giving them exactly what they're paying for. It's just not in person. And it's the same stuff that we would be doing in the gym, and minus the TRX and the battle ropes, but everything else is it's weights. I loaned out all of my equipment to my clients. I have
That is so nice. I've never heard of anybody doing something like that. That is sweet.
Yeah.
Because I did ask when I was at my gym for the last time, well, hey, can I take some of these? They're like, no.
We disinfected everything. We said, you come get it. I had a checkout system. I literally have maybe 3 kettlebells, a couple of dumbbells left to do the demos with, and a weighted
sweet.
ball, and everything else is gone. And so, yeah.
How smart. That was actually pretty smart of you.
You know, I think it's motivating for people to feel like that we trust them, and they're not going to skip off with our
Well,
equipment.
yeah, and it's really good that you're like, we're not neglecting you. We're going to figure this out. And
Yep.
that seems like a really proactive
Yep.
choice that you've made.
We're going to do some type of a raffle at the end of this whole thing for all the people that have been doing the exercises and posting about it and posting their pictures of them doing it. So we're going to try to
Shout
do
out to
something for
everybody
them.
that's doing that.
And my trainers. I mean, I'm not paying them. I can't pay them. So they're going to get something big time when this is all over. I'm going to make it up to them. And they don't have to come in. They want to come in. And I'm like, we'll come and work out. We'll come and do a video. And I'm like,
Yeah.
they're awesome.
So, what's it like with the rent? So you're still responsible to pay the rent on that building
Yes,
that
I
you're
am.
no longer getting. So how is that?
I mean,
working
we've
out?
had some clients put their accounts on freeze. So, I mean, in all fairness, we that is happening. But for the most part, most people are loyal. And but yeah, our rent is due. That our utilities are still due. So, you know, maybe that CARES Act will be something I'll look into. I don't really know. We'll see when this is lifted. If it's only till April 30th, I may not. You know, I may not do that, but we'll see when it gets that time.
Well, we want to support our local business owners. So everybody, they need. What's a day pass? Like when all this is done, is
A
it
day
like,
pass?
Yeah.
I give a week pass. It's free for a whole
Okay.
week. Yeah. You can come in and work out for an entire week at no cost. And that's as many sessions as you want. You can do 2 a day, 3 a day. You wouldn't want to
Nice.
do that, but you could if you wanted to.
So that's something for you to all look into, to go and support your local business owner. And the meal plans. Do you have any meal prep places that you work with?
We actually, one of our part-time trainers does all of our meal prep. And so she,
So they can get the meals
yep,
from.
she charges $7 a meal, and it's really good. And she shops on Saturday, cooks everything on Sunday, and people pick up on Monday.
I don't know any gym that's doing all this.
Yeah, we do.
You really do it all.
We try. We tried to make it different than other places because, you know, we're not gimmicky. We're just
Right.
And we're not. I mean, I'm not some supermodel. You know, I'm a real person, but I'm healthy. And I think that people that come into the gym, they don't want to see somebody that's all cut and, you know, a sports fitness model. There's a place for those things, but I think ours is geared more towards women 35 to 55.
Okay.
And the men that come are typically 40 and older. Though we have anywhere from 15 to, I have 74-year-olds that come to our
Wow.
modified sessions. We have them modified every 3, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I run a modified session for anybody, no matter what their age is, that wants lower impact. But we have 2 or 3 ladies in their 70s. We had a couple of guys in there that were in their 60s. I mean, it's for everybody. Anybody can do our workouts. Some are more intense and some are modified, but it's the same muscle group that you're working. So it's good for everybody.
And do you incorporate a lot of core and abs in all your stuff?
Pretty much. I'm really sore today because we did a ab day yesterday. And
I feel like you'd be really good at that because some of the problem I've seen with a lot of men trainers, they are not focused so much on core. Like my friend, I said that owned another gym, and he's like, "Oh, I rarely ever do abs," and I'm just like, "I know it's not that, but we still need to do." Because I've always had a thin waist, and I used to have very, very weak abs, even with a naturally thin waist. You have to do abs to keep them strong.
You need to, and it's not just your abs; it's your whole core.
Your
whole
core. Your lower back, especially.
Yep.
That was the weakest when I was weak on the abs, the lower back. But then you work through it, and eventually it gets strong, and it's not so weak anymore.
Yep. Your core is all the way around you. It's not just that six-pack. I mean, it's great to have that six-pack.
Yes.
But, I mean, 80% of it is diet. So if you don't have a good diet and you carry that belly fat, you can have abs of platinum. I don't care. But you're not going to see them. You can feel them, but you're not going to see them. So, you have to watch your your nutrition and don't cram all the carbs in. And if you're drinking beer, don't eat pizza. That's a lot of carbs. Although, you got to have a break sometimes.
I think the night I met you, we were having pizza.
We were having lasagna. We were having lasagna. And, good beer. Really good beer. But anyway.
How are you liking Hanford?
I love Hanford. I mean, when I first moved there, because I originally came from Modesto, not originally, but I'm from Louisiana, but Modesto, and that was kind of a shock to my system because Hanford's super small.
Yeah.
But it's also farmers, which is where Modesto was like that. Mm-hmm. And the downtown Modesto, super cute, home businesses, and then Hanford's like that too, though a lot of those things seem to be disappearing and getting a lot of, chains coming in.
Well, that's why you're perfect to be there. I'm glad that you have it your own now and not the franchise.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's much more, more meaningful to our clients because it's not so commercial. And our clients are the ones that came up with the logo, the name of our business, and the colors. We just started, I put this sheet of paper.
I love it.
Had them start listing catchy names, what the colors would be, what the logo should be, and we took everybody's ideas and we played with it. And then a friend of mine made our shirts and made the logo for the sign, and we got the local company to make our sign, and it's all about Hanford.
What's the hours that you guys are open?
5:30 a.m. is our earliest session, and 6:10 p.m. is our latest session.
But you can go later to the gym if you want to. You just can't do the course, right? Or are you guys open beyond the 7 or?
No. So 6:10 is our last session. When that session's over, then we're closed for the night.
You close the gym? Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have any family packages at all?
We used to have couples packages, but because the prices were so high at that time when we were a franchise, the couples prices were cheaper. So now it's just basically $97 a month. Now we have student rates. Those are cheaper for college kids. High school kids are even cheaper. So like a typical high school kid that's on football or track or volleyball, we have a lot of soccer kids that come in from high school, and that's a $60 a month fee. But those kids are getting more of the one-on-one, work, the conditioning and the agility and those types of things, because our trainers are on the floor that whole time. And there's basically 2 of us because I'm there all day, and then my trainers come in, and so there's at least 2 trainers all day.
Well, what if I wanted to bring a group, per se, like to come and work out, because I live over here, I would not be there all the time like that. What if I just wanted to come in once a month with a group of us? Could you give us like a little deal?
Yeah, that's something we would definitely do.
Because that would be fine. I would think, maybe more people in Fresno want to go over there, especially with everything changing and everything going. What you offer is what a lot of my clients ask for.
Yeah.
That we don't do at GBT.
We had a group rate, but and that was again when we had the franchise. But
I'm saying if we're in Fresno, if we want to come once in a while, because we don't live over there. We just want to come and get a good workout from you and do your thing. Because I think seeing your workouts a lot of people are really interested in doing what you guys do.
Yeah, no, we for sure could do that.
And that's, you're fulfilling, like I said, a need that I get asked all the time, the questions I get asked. And all the things they want a gym where it's not just a bunch of bodybuilders taking all the equipment, where they have someone that understands them, they have a real person that's good doing it with them.
I've had people come in and tell me, I don't know if I can do this because I don't want people to see me and
Yes.
look at me. And it's not like that at all. It's not, you don't feel like that when you're there. There's some camaraderie. You start seeing the same people that you work out every, day at that same time. And then you're like, oh, hey, and you start, meshing with those people, and they become your workout partners, and we've had people meet there and become really good friends, and now we're carpooling. I mean, it's just...
Well, yeah, and it keeps you accountable when you have a good group like that, because then they're like,
does.
oh, I don't want to go to the gym, but I told everyone's expecting me.
Well, and we're a good size gym, but we're still small enough to where if I don't see you like for 3 or 4 days, I will call you and find out if you're okay, if you're sick, are you out of town, are you on vacation.
You guys cannot get away from
And
your trainer.
My clients will attest it is very true, and I think they appreciate it, because sometimes they just get in the slump, and sometimes they need that. Other times, they are on vacation and they neglected to tell me they weren't going to be there, but it's all good. It's a good family, very good family.
I commend you for starting this gym. Like I said, we got to support our local businesses, and I really hope that everyone goes and tries this out when the quarantine's lifted.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope
Thank
so.
you so much for coming on the show today.
I'm glad I was here. I think it's a good thing that you do.
I don't know if we showed any of your videos. Did you send us a video?
I sent you a video, yeah.
We'll show that video.
I'm sure it'll show up.
When you need to get fit, contact Gary Torres, IFBB Pro, specializing in weight loss, body transformations, and contest prep. Email GaryTorres5336@yahoo.com.
Hey, I'm Kris DeVold. Tune in every Friday night on CentralValleyTalk.com when I bring you Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold, where I'll give you 3 guesses on what we talk about. And I also vow to bring you 1 live local music act a week. So tune in every week, because you never know what kind of music you're going to hear right here on CentralValleyTalk.com.
The Space Colony Journals are an epic tale of a family's struggle to survive. Meet the courageous women and dangerous men who dare to carve a home on the alien world of Vensug. Get your copy today. Available on Amazon and Gale Daly's FineArt.com.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Contact Sarah Hernandez of June and Matt Photography to schedule your portrait, engagement, wedding, or next family photo session. But that's not all. Sarah is also your personal brandographer, helping you ditch the stock photos and get images that sell. Call 559-412-3721. Visit juneandmattphoto.com and follow Sarah on Instagram and Facebook.
Give your child the tools to succeed. The Yergubian Academic Center offers one-on-one and group educational lessons by appointment. Over 90% of our students show significant improvement in their academics in just 3 months. Students of the Yergubian Academic Center have gone on to UCLA, UC San Diego, Yale, Stanford, and many more prestigious universities. Schedule a tutoring session today. Call 559-437-3973.
Ghost Golf is Fresno's most spectacular family entertainment center. It's frightening how much fun you'll have on our 18-hole indoor haunted graveyard course. Skeletons welcome you, but watch out. All sorts of creatures may come to life. Ghost Golf is perfect for scary good parties, so book yours today. You'll get free plays at the Mummy Shooting Gallery, arcades, and air hockey. Check out our party and weekday specials online and like us on Facebook. Come play at family-friendly Ghost Golf. Good times will haunt you.
For all your real estate needs, call Julia Tadich with Clovis First, 559-323-2213, or visit clovisfirst.com. That's CLOVIS, the numeral 1, ST.com. Whether you're looking to buy a home or sell a home, get a loan, or whatever the case may be, call Julia Tadich.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
At Laulea Travels, we strive to make your vacation experience as relaxing as possible. From the time you start dreaming about it to the time you're sharing your vacation photos with your friends and coworkers. Our vow is to treat your vacation as if it were our own. If personal service, attention to detail, and years of travel experience are important to you, then let Laulea Travels plan your next dream vacation. Visit lauleatravels.com or call 559-360-1933.
A dynamic litigator, in-tune listener, and forward thinker with almost a decade of experience, Nasser Nekumanish is a skilled attorney servicing clients throughout the Central Valley. When you need a lawyer, call 559-441-0114 and ask for Nasser Nekumanish.
Linda Lee Kane is an author of fantasies, thrillers, contemporary fiction, and children's books. Order a book by Linda Lee Kane on Amazon or on lindaleekane.com. Get twice the results in half the time. Call 559-349-7934 to schedule your appointment with Clovis Fit Body Boot Camp today. And follow Fit Body Boot Camp Clovis on Instagram.
We are back, and we have a great guest. This is like the most handsome guest you've ever had on the show, Captain Love. Ta-da! I love this. I would love to always do every episode with him right there.
We should get a sparkle standee.
Right, no, but this is really awesome. But where do you keep this at your house? Do you keep this in like?
Actually, I keep it in my car for.
Oh, okay. But I was gonna say this could kind of be scary, like especially if you have like a guest or in the I don't know, just like in the middle of the night, you see this like life size.
Yeah, just put it outside the window so people walking up like, what the heck? Just staring at me.
It's just awesome. So for those of you that don't know, this beautiful, beautiful comic book. It's the most beautiful comic book I've ever seen because I'm not a comic book person until this comic book. This is making me a comic book person. Visually stunning. The most visually stunning comic book you'll ever see in your whole life. That's Captain Love was created out of Captain Love.
Yeah. Captain Love was made out of love. Yeah.
It was made out of love. No, but this stand.
Yeah.
And everything.
Right.
You made in life-size form, which you're going to make on the big screen.
Oh yeah. At some point we'll be doing more Captain Love, different formats, not just the comic book. It will also have well, there's a Captain Love movie that's written, will eventually get made. That's named Star Jumper, and then there's a YouTube series that we're going to be doing, and of course Miss Sparkle has been cast as the role of Spade, which is the character right there.
Computer.
Yeah, it's a living AI.
But the biggest thing that's cool, you just had a launch this weekend. Can you tell us about the big launch that you had?
Yeah. So the second book is coming out. Chapter 1 is completed, and we're going to be releasing it in chapters. So the book is going to have it's called Rise the Pirate King. It has 6 chapters. Each chapter will come out individually, and then when all the chapters are out, then the book will be offered as a graphic novel. It's amazing. We launched it on Sunday, and in the first 24 hours we tripled our goal. Yeah.
That is so impressive. I bet you were really happy, huh?
I was extremely nervous prior to that. So like,
were you surprised that you guys did that well?
I surprised. Yeah, I was surprised. I was expecting more like like in the 2,500 range. Breaking $5,000 in the first 24 hours is a pretty big deal, and it's still going. We're like at 5,700 now, something like that. So. And
this is only $10.
Yeah,
you really can't beat that. Yeah. I mean.
This book here is the first one, so that we don't get them confused. This one's Hero of the Cleansing. This book is available right now on demand. So if you go to like Indiegogo.com and search Captain Love, both books will be found.
So the one that you launched was for the second book.
Yes, the one that I launched technically is for the second book, specifically on top of that chapter 1. So and it's kind of I launched the books crowdfunding style because of collectors. You can't just these days put your book in a comic book store very easily. It's a long haul. It's very financially difficult. So a lot of indie creators crowdfund our comics, and people know about, you can get comics on Kickstarter, you can get comics on Indiegogo. They even have comic sections especially for people who look for indie comics. And support your indie creators. It's important. Yeah, I mean, seriously, yeah, every dollar that comes into these campaigns goes into making these books. I don't.
Well, and this is just such good quality because I've seen. In fact, I was recently just given a comic book that was very just like paper, and I think it's at like $3.99 or $4.99 on the back. Mm-hmm. So it's half the price to get like a really small. Yeah, so this is just so affordable.
Yeah, well, it's the comic book market. So like a floppy, which would be the staple stitched, right? They call them floppies.
I don't use the right term.
Yeah, no, it's actually I think it's called, I think it's the slang term. Oh, the floppy is, but it's the common term.
You're with it.
But it's comic books are staple stitched. Graphic novels are perfect bound. It's just the way that they're packaged as far as how you refer to them. A staple stitched will be how the chapters are presented. So they'll be 24 to 32 pages, and they'll be in staple stitched format. It'll be high quality paper. It'll be at like the best kind of quality comic book you can get. But then the final graphic novel will have the perfect bound presentation like this book. So
nice. And I actually had given this book to a present. I went to a birthday party a month ago, and he loved it. If you tell somebody, oh, you're giving them a comic book, it sounds weird. And then when you give them this, like I said, it's just so visually stunning that it's completely not like any other comic book I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, it's different. I mean, there are comic books out there. Like, I mean, this is actually if influenced from an era a long past. Back in the 70s, heavy metal, which, is a descendant of actually a French comic book company, but they made the heavy metal comics. Most people are familiar with the heavy metal cartoon.
Right.
But that was based on a comic book series, right? I mean, like comic books, and they would actually, it would be a magazine, and they would feature different stories by different artists, and then they would like maybe do an 8-page bit in heavy metal, and so you'd be able to follow them.
Right.
And then you would, if you found an artist you really liked, you'd go and get that book from that artist. I loved that because the artwork was just always amazing. They had like this over the top, barbarian artwork and space artwork, and it was just crazy. Everybody was just buffed out or super over the top or crazy. It was super escapism, And that's what comics are. They're escapism. It's to take you out of the...
Definitely we can use that right now. I think we all want a little escapism in our life.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing about comic books right now, for an indie creator, especially one who actually has a market and a fan base like Captain Love now, because I mean, I came on here, it was like 6 months ago. I was on here before. Captain Love was virtually an unknown entity. Now Captain Love has fans, and there's books all over the world. It's amazing.
Well, that's why you had to work on a second one, and that's
right.
pretty. Because if the first one didn't do good, you couldn't do the second one.
The first one could have done good. No, I definitely could not have.
All the plans would be scratched.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask you is, you've been collaborating with other comic book people right now. Who are some of the ones you've been doing stuff with?
Okay, so I have been doing live streams and interviews and interviewing with other creators, but I also run a few nighttime live streams on my own YouTube channel, and I've been interacting with a lot of comic book creators. There's a guy named Raging Golden Eagle. We actually did a 24-hour live stream for his launch.
I never knew what this stuff was.
he broke $50,000 on his first day for the comic, and now he's like up to 115,000 or something like that. So, I mean, there's a whole new market.
Can you explain this 24-hour live stream? Because I think there's a lot of people out there be like, what the hell is that?
It's psychotic, is what it is. He has a fan base of like 65,000 followers, and they're they're really loyal, and so basically he made a bet to the followers that if he could get 20K in the first hour, that he would do a 24-hour live stream, which he thought wouldn't be possible to achieve. And it happened. So then basically I was like, okay, you know what, man, I'll give you a hand. You need a co-host. You're going to go 24 hours. So yeah,
how fun.
It was insane. By the end of that, I was just like, I'm going to die.
You know what so what I want to know too is, and I don't know how this works, they could take, what if one of your friends wants to use Captain Love into their storylines? Are you open to that? Do they have to buy that from you? How does all that work?
Okay, that's called a crossover.
Okay.
All right, and how that usually works is somebody who has their own IP. You know what I mean? That's the like Captain Love is an IP, an intellectual property.
Okay.
Okay. And then so they have their own IP, like their own stories, and they're like, okay, I want to do a crossover with Captain Love. You know what I mean? It's like it might be a side story that they release at a what's called an Ash can. It's not a fully produced comic book. It's a little bit cheaper version. Or they may actually do an actual comic, and what it is that it's a piece of their story idea, and they bring Captain Love in, and they would normally probably draw Captain Love with their artist, and so it would be a little bit different than the Captain Love you see here visually, because it wouldn't be my artist, but it would have all the same characteristics, all the same
and
tropes.
the same name.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be him brought into their universe.
Have you guys talked at all about that or not yet?
Oh yeah, actually there's a couple of plans on the works already for that. Yeah, there's my friend Simon, he's in Canada. He has a series called Blood Hunt and another one called Nat the Merc, and actually another one called Demona. But Nat the Merc is a mercenary who is also a sci-fi guy, and they have a lot in common, Captain Love and Nat the Merc. So they're going to have a crossover at some point. We haven't pinned out the story yet. But he's going to draw it, and I'm going to write it, and we're going to have.
Oh,
Captain
so
Love
that's like more of a collaborative effort.
Yeah, Sometimes crossovers are collaborative. Sometimes they just borrow.
Do you
your
want
character.
to take anybody else's character and add them to the Captain Love franchise? Have you thought about that or not really yet?
Well, actually, I haven't done that yet. I mean, we're probably going to be introducing characters over time into Captain Love. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things that is because of the nature of Captain Love. I don't draw it. So I have to, pay for things to happen before I can make them public. You know what I mean? I can't just like, okay, I'm going to do this and I draw it. You know what I mean? I have to make sure it's good before anybody can see it. So it's another stage for me. But the crossover thing is done very commonly in a lot of comic books. Like for instance, Vampirella and Red Sonja had a crossover.
I've seen that happen a lot. That's what I asked if you were going to do that.
Yeah, so that,
I didn't know how it worked though either.
That'll happen a lot, and those will usually be like one-off, like 24-page comic books, and they you know what I mean, and they'll just be like one little short stories. You know what I mean? So
The possibilities seem to be endless, huh?
the possibilities are endless, and I'm really kind of jazzed about it because it's like one of those things. Like now this book is here, and it's a live book. I can move on to the next stuff, and the story is there, and it's like everybody. I mean, I've been selling the new book, and then people are still buying the old book because they want the backstory. And now on this campaign for the new book, if you go and and search for Rise of the Pirate King on Indiegogo or Captain Love specifically on Indiegogo and select the Rise of the Pirate King campaign, you will find that there's actually a variant cover, which is drawn by an amazing artist named Vinny Tartamella. Right, it's just an outline on the campaign right now because he hasn't finished coloring it yet. But it's going to be a variant cover, and we're going to release this book again in the campaign with the variant cover. And then so there's really cool things too because I'm doing it this way where like some of the chapters aren't even written yet and they're not illustrated yet. I get to do cool things like I have people buying a special perk to be drawn into the book.
Nice.
Yeah, so like their likeness will either there'll be somebody who's killed or there'll be a pirate or something like that in that chapter, so they'll be in the book. And then there's a very special one that I honestly just did this like for I don't want to swear, but just for fun. I did $1,000 perk. Right, I did 2 of them on the thing, and what it is it's join the saga, right? So be a part of the saga. So what it is, if you get that perk, you're gonna be
a comic book character.
You're going to help develop a character for the Captain Love
Nice.
series.
That's actually really exciting.
Yeah, and so there's 2 of those perks available. One's been bought already, so there's only 1 left now, and so they develop a character, and that character will obviously appear in this book, right, and be established in this book. But then make a cameo in every book moving forward for the life of the Captain Love series.
How fun!
So it's a way to be immortalized for $1,000.
I love that's actually a really good gift to even give somebody.
Well, yeah, as long as they're willing to have their likeness in a comic book.
Like, we made a comic book after you,
It's like, wait, what? No, I didn't agree to that. It's like, that's a lawsuit happening right there.
So one thing I've been wondering, because this is so visually stunning. I mean, your graphics artist is just a genius. This is like the prettiest. Of course, that's a picture I'd go to.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful that has he gotten work off of this work? Have people been like, I want him to illustrate this for me, or
yes,
that for me?
he actually since he's been working with me, he's gotten quite a bit of extra work. Yeah,
I would bet, because I mean this is just so
yeah.
So
In fact, every once in a while it kind of like slows the process. I'm like, darn it.
You're too good. Now it's like you're like, no, focus back on my stuff and don't.
It's like, I'm making you famous. Pay attention to my stuff.
You're making him too famous. This is so brilliant. I can't wait.
There's a really cool thing that's actually going on right now that's very related to the whole pandemic thing. Okay, so like, because of the pandemic, comic book stores are closing.
I know.
Right? They're like not able to open and
Right.
sell stuff, which is hurting a lot of the business because they still got to pay rent. You know what I mean? They're not allowed to be evicted because of loss, and you can't kick them out. But it doesn't mean that they're not going to owe the back rent, right? And then on top of that, the distributor, the pretty much who has the monopoly on all the comic book stores, has decided to not take new comics right now. So what that means is that there are no mainstream comics being produced right now, and it's indefinite. Who knows how long this pandemic's going to be? It could be months. It could be something that that a lot of these comic book stores can't recover.
No, yeah, because that's already a hard business as it is. So.
Right, and so it's like a blessing for us indie creators, because now people are like, well, we need our comic book fix. Where are we going to get our comic books? So now everybody's turning to indie.
I love it. Thank you so much, Drew. This is exciting, and this is a really good gift, guys. So don't forget, like I said, I gave it. This guy was blown away, and he was like, "You gave it." He's like, "Who wrote the?" And it was just, it's a great conversation starter. So I encourage it. Captain Love.
It's a great book. Please back it.
Love, love.
If your home floods, who will you call? When your house springs a leak, it's time to call Clean Master Emergency Flood Service at 559-213-9430. Clean Master will be there in 60 minutes to start fixing your home. And Clean Master bills your insurance directly, saving you the hassle because you've got enough to worry about. Clean Master also offers carpet and upholstery cleaning, carpet repair, pet odor removal, and more. Remember, Clean Master Emergency Flood Service. 559-213-9430 and visit cleanmasterflood.com.
Pour yourself a glass of Crybaby wine available at the market and Sam's Italian Deli. And remember to ask for Crybaby wine at your favorite restaurant.
Forget about the higher good of food, right? You're growing a product that people enjoy really all over the world. I mean, how does that make you feel?
I think about that all the time. I think about the families sitting around a table, enjoying a meal. I just see that what we do brings families together.
I mean, we're blessed. We're in paradise for food.
The Kern family of the Kern Family Farm invites you to eat delicious, nutritious, organic produce available at the Gnarly Carrot, located at 32954 Road 222 in North Fork, California. The Gnarly Carrot is a local, natural, seasonally changing market offering a wide range of products from local Central Valley vendors. Get your caffeine fix, grab a smoothie, and support small businesses. Learn more at kernfamilyfarm.com and visit the Gnarly Carrot today. Doctor in Sukasa allows you to connect with your doctor when you need a quick treatment. Avoid a trip to a medical clinic or emergency room and connect by video with your doctor from your home, work, or anywhere. Just go to drinsukasa.com on your phone, tablet, or computer. Dr. in Sukasa provides quality care that is convenient, bilingual, and affordable, so you are never left without access to health care. Visit drinsukasa.com today.
Welcome to Central Valley Talk, the coronavirus fun and food headquarters. If you're hunkered in your bunker, hungry and need to eat, there's an option for food in Fresno's Tower District. Bobby Salazar's is standing by with individual meals or a pre-cooked meal that will keep you fed for days. Keep it in your freezer and heat it as you need it. Bobby Salazar's is located at 725 East Olive at Broadway. Call them up, place your order, then pick it up. Call Bobby Salazar's at 497-9920. Bobby Salazar's in the Tower District, 497-9920.
Clovis Community College may be free for you to attend. Call 325-5239 or visit cloviscollege.edu for details. We offer general education classes for transfer and short-term training programs.
Welcome to CentralValleyTalk.com, the coronavirus fun and food headquarters. If you're hunkered in your bunker, hungry and need to eat, there is an option for food in Fresno's Tower District. Livingstone's restaurant is open for takeout dining for lunch or dinner. Livingstone's is located at 831 East Fern near Wishawn. Call them up, place your order, then pick it up. Call Livingstone's, 554-9662. Livingstone's, behind the old Bank of America building in the Tower District, 554-9...
CentralValleyTalk.com.
When you need to get fit, contact Gary Torres, IFBB Pro, specializing in weight loss, body transformations, and contest prep. Email Gary Torres 5336@yahoo.com.
Hey, I'm Kris DeVold. Tune in every Friday night on CentralValleyTalk.com when I bring you Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold, where I'll give you 3 guesses on what we talk about. And I also vow to bring you 1 live local music act a week. So tune in every week because you never know what kind of music you're going to hear right here on CentralValleyTalk.com.
The Space Colony Journals are an epic tale of a family's struggle to survive. Meet the courageous women and dangerous men who dare to carve a home on the alien world of Venzoog. Get your copy today. Available on Amazon and Gale Daly's FineArt.com.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension. A dimension of regulations. A dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Contact Sarah Hernandez of June and Matt Photography to schedule your portrait, engagement, wedding, or next family photo session. But that's not all. Sarah is also your personal brandographer, helping.
Welcome back to the Everything Sparkle Show. With us, we have Kris DeVold. I'm so happy we finally have you.
Hey, it's very nice to be here, Sparkle. Good to see you, girl.
Okay, so what the hell is with this mask? Why are you coming to my show on a mask?
Mask? Oh, damn, I still have this thing on? No wonder why everybody was looking so weird at me when I went to the office. I had to run to my office. My boss is going to think I'm a twit. It's tied from the Batgirl. I can't get it off, so I apologize for this. But it is an alter ego I have called Pirate Mocos. I just didn't know I had this damn thing on. That is my bad, girl. I am sorry. That's all me on this one. It's in the back tied. I can't get it off.
You might get stuck, though. It's going to get stuck on. It's totally going to get stuck on. So, Kris, I mean...
Thank you so much for having me on.
I love having you on. I just wish I could see your face. Your beautiful face, Kris.
Oh, don't try with me. Don't go there with me right now. Hey, you know what, though? I am happy to be on one of the most popular daytime shows on all of Central Valley Talk. It is a true honor for me at this point.
It was an honor for me to be on your show. And so your show, how long has Sex, Drugs, and Kris DeVold been on?
Oh, man. The very first episode was done Tuesday, February 12th, 2013.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're over 7 years, and this Friday will be episode 337.
Wow. That's amazing.
And I don't wear the mask on the show, so you might want to tune in Friday night at 8 p.m. and get a look at this beautiful mug. Oh, Lord.
Okay, so when you started this show a million years ago, did you think it was going to be going on this long?
No, actually, and I'll do some name dropping. I was on 105.1 The Blaze for 2 years doing the morning show with a girl named Jennifer Litt.
Oh, because that's when I was out of town. I didn't live here, or else I would have known.
And that went south after about 2 years, and then I did this. There was a radio station that was all just local music. I did that for about a year, and right at the beginning of 2013, when all that ended, a gentleman hit me up from Central Valley Talk, and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to do your own show, just you? And you can do whatever you want. If you want to have musical guests, if you want to get wild, no FCC." And I was like, that sounds interesting. So they started me out on Tuesday nights, and after about like 2 months of that, the illustrious Mike Briggs, who runs that whole thing, love me some Briggs. He was like, "You know what? This is not a Tuesday night show, DeVold. You are a Friday night show." So
all the cursing and everything.
On Friday nights, and we never looked back, and we keep going and we keep going.
And it was always called Sex, Drugs, and Kris DeVold from the beginning. It was always called that.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know what it was. They asked me what I wanted to call the show, and I remember I was on lunch at work, and I was like, "Yo, I got to get back in. I can't talk more about this." They're like, "Okay, well, what would the title be?" I'm like, "I don't know, like Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold. It sounds like Sex, Drugs, Rock and Roll. Let's just run with it."
That's funny. I love it. And I love your song. When did you create that?
Oh, so we used to have on, right when I started the show, because I had some ties to the local music scene from the Blaze, I was thinking, you know, all the musical guests I have on, I'm just going to tell them, you know, write me a theme song, and anytime I use it, I'll give you props. And one gentleman by the name of Jimmy O, very talented musician, he came on my show on a Friday, and by that Monday morning, I had an email, and that song was in it. And only one other guest wrote a song, a musical act by the name of Undying Will. And we used to rotate the song, but you know, after a while, I was like, you know what, we're gonna stick with the Jimmy O song, and we've been riding that one. So that was actually the first year of the show he came up with that.
Wow, that's amazing. What's amazing to me, though, is that you've kept this show going on for so long. I mean, is it hard to come up with content for 8 years?
Man, let me tell you this. I really think those around me. There's a lot of good people that do a lot of good stuff in the community. A lot of them are very funny. I still have some ties from the Blaze. Occasionally, they'll traipse through like a B or C level celebrity, and that keeps it going. And Briggs always willing to let me come mess around, you know. So it's not really that hard. I mean, I'm sure me and you could sit here and talk forever with no topics planned, like whatsoever, because,
right.
You know, it's kind of the gift of gab, but at the same time, there's always something going on, especially in Fresno.
Yeah, and it is true, because when I first started doing this, I thought, oh, I'll just probably do it for a year because I'm going to run out of stuff, and there really is so much going on. It's amazing.
Well, even now, more so. I drive by Walmart, and it looks like Black Friday. I'm like, I thought it was a shelter in, so there's tons to talk about these days.
What was one of your most memorable guests, and why?
You know what? I'll tell you what. We had on, there's probably, it's been a couple. We had on Nick Palma. He played Michelangelo in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2, and he came in wearing the full suit.
Nice.
So we had a packed studio of like 30-something-year-old guys all going, oh, Mikey! Hey, Mikey! And it's like, it was a guy in a suit, but it was amazing. And then we had on Vernon Wells, who was also in Mad Max and Weird Science and Inner Space, and those are movies close to my heart, and to be sitting next to someone. And then we even had on Andrew Berniarski one time, who played Leatherface in the new Texas Chainsaw movies. And he was in an old football movie in the 90s called The Program, and I love that movie. So I'd say those were probably top 3. It's always weird when they walk in the studio, too, because they watch it on the internet, and then when they walk in, they're like, oh, so this is what it looks like. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, green screen will solve everything.
Oh, my gosh, how fun. So how did you meet all these people when you said these guests? I know you knew a lot of people from the Blaze, but, like, how did you meet Nick Palmer?
There you go. Are you happy?
Oh, there's that beautiful face. Yes, I'm happy.
Oh, you stop it.
So how'd you meet some of these people when they became...
So, you know, there's a great guy by the name, I'll name his name's Pete. I call him, he's Pete the Diehard of Diehards and Sons, Diehards with a Z. And we made friends right after I left the Blaze. I used to MC a bunch of shows for him. And he does, and he's going to kill me, they're not called Rock the Mall anymore at Sierra Vista. Weekend Blender. They're called Weekend Blenders.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he runs the Weekend Blenders, and he brings out all the cosplayers and, like, the celebs.
I'm always there.
Right? And when they get into town on a Friday night, there's no radio station on. There's no news outlet for them to go to say, hey, we're in town. Come out and see us. And I'm Friday nights, 8 p.m., so he's like, can I bring them in, like, on a Friday night? I'm like, that's fine with me, man. So it just works out, you know, gives him an outlet to plug what they got going, get some more people out there. I'm all about keeping it local. The more you can feel like you're doing something in the community. So he'll bring those people through, and 9 times out of 10, it's someone I really like. I'm like, holy crap, you want to bring them onto my show? Let's do it.
That's awesome. How exciting. Well, yeah, so everyone's got to watch Friday night, 8 o'clock, Sex, Drugs, and Crystal. Are you on Instagram yet?
Stop it. I'm going to be. I swear. COVID-19 threw me off. It messed up my timeline.
You are not 500 years old.
I'm going to be on Instagram any minute. I know. I'm picking up flack from people. I really do need to be on there, though. That's my bad. It's my bad. I swear, within the next few weeks, I will be on Instagram. I swear this.
You swear? Okay, well, we heard it here, so we're going to hold you to that. How old were you when I met you?
I'm timeless. I'm like Père Noël, Popo Gijo, Santa Claus. I'm timeless. I was actually probably like 22, 23.
Wow. So now you're just like 10 years older.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Just about.
So what did you do afterwards? Because you were going to school, right? I know I was going to school. Were you going to school? You were going to
Yeah, I was going to school. I was I was an acting major, so Mom was real happy about that one. But now I work back office at a very nice financial institution. No customer contact. Very thankful. I'm in a position I can work from home at this point. But yeah, you'd be amazed how many people don't associate me with working at a financial institution. I don't know why. I don't get that.
So you didn't do anything with your acting degree?
I wish. I have friends who have done stuff with. My buddy is on a very popular Netflix show right now, and it kills me. But at the same time, I love him and I'm happy for him. But at the same time, I'm like, could it have been me? Could it have been me?
You must have been in like a movie or a local film. You had to have been in something, a music video.
I would. You know what? I've done so much. You know what I was in, and I can pull it up and watch it anytime. There's a wrestler named Randy Orton, and he had a documentary made about him. And they came to the Blaze when the documentary was being filmed, and they had to sign waivers, and they're like, doesn't mean you're going to be in it, but just in case we use your footage. And lo and behold, I ended up getting a phone call from a friend in Texas, and she's like, why is my kid watching Netflix and you're in a documentary now? And that was when WWE had all their stuff on Netflix before they had their own app. And I was like, what? And I go on Netflix, and sure enough, there I was. But all their content's on the WWE app now. So if anybody has that wrestling app, you can pull it up and watch Randy Orton, Portrait of an Assassin, and you'll see some old school DeVold.
Oh, wow. We need to have a Kris DeVold app. I think that's what I need in my life.
Oh man, don't even get me started. I got to figure that one out.
This is from a man that doesn't even have an Instagram. What am I talking about? Apps.
I'm all the Instagram. You know, old people like to throw a "the" in front. I was on the YouTube the other day. I was on the Facebook. It's just Facebook. It's just YouTube. I find myself doing that. I'll get on the Instagram. I promise.
Get on the Instagram. What does your mom think about your show?
What's that?
What does your parents think about?
Believe it or not, this long into the show, she's very used to me. I don't cuss in front of my mother, really. And so there's sometimes, depending on the topic or how feverish it gets, there could be a lot of cussing on my show. I will warn you, there is explicit language. So sometimes she will be watching live and she'll comment in the comments, "Dirty boy," or "Watch your mouth." And I'm like, oh God, Mama DeVold's in the house.
Has she been on the show?
She has been on the show. It was a birthday episode. Usually the birthday episodes are real big around there for me. So my birthday's October 20th. So the episode closest to my birthday without going over, I'll usually try to pack the studio out. And one year my mom came down. My brother was there. I was like, what is happening? So my brother lives in San Jose, so it was pretty cool.
Oh, so you didn't expect it? It was like a surprise that your brother was there?
Oh, no. They showed up, and then some other people showed up that know my mom, and they were like, oh, you're here. And I was like, oh, worlds colliding. Here we go.
Man, I didn't get. My birthday was yesterday. I didn't have all that fanfare for my birthday episode.
I was getting ready to say, I noticed that, and I was like, well, I'm going to get to talk to her anyway. You know, you only turned 21 once, Sparkle, so I really hope you made a special time out of it.
Oh yes. You were supposed to send a dancer. I thought you were going to come and do a little dance.
Yeah, well, I do have the masks. If anyone's willing, they can come pick one up and give you a belated birthday dance.
Well, thanks for coming on, Kris. I'm happy that I finally got you. I'm happy you took that mask off. What's his name again?
I know.
What's your little alter ego's name?
You know what? I've been sitting at home for 2 weeks working, and today was the first day I had to run to the office to do something, and I was like, what are the odds it's when me and Sparkle are supposed to talk? So I was rushing my booty off to do this, so thank you so much for having me. Everybody keep watching Sparkle's show. And real quick, I want to let you know, when we go to commercial at my show, we go, and we're Sparkle.
I heard that one time. I called Mike. I said, why are you guys talking about me? Because all I heard was Sparkle. I'm like, are you guys talking about me? What do you guys say? Because I was watching live when I heard that.
The first commercial that always plays when we go to commercial at my show is your commercial.
My
so
face.
Our way to signify when we're off the air.
You get to see this face. That's what we're see that face.
It's like, and we're out. So it's, and we're Sparkle.
Nice. Thanks, Kris.
Thank you, girl. You have a real good one. Stay safe. All of you stay safe. Wash your damn hands.
When you need to get fit, contact Gary Torres, IFBB Pro, specializing in weight loss, body transformations, and contest prep. Email Gary Torres 5336@yahoo.com.
Hey, I'm Kris DeVold. Tune in every Friday night on CentralValleyTalk.com when I bring you Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold, where I'll give you 3 guesses on what we talk about. And I also vow to bring you 1 live local music act a week. So tune in every week because you never know what kind of music you're going to hear right here on CentralValleyTalk.com.